character. We have Matt Mihilowicz as Brennan, the drug dealer.
Brennan? What are you doing out here?
I don't know, man. I'm rethinking what I do for a living.
You serious?
Totally serious. I'm selling toxins. There's more to life than money.
I can't remember how this came to me. I think I just thought it was funny to have like a drug dealer that was having a crisis of conscience, and he decides to become an environmentalist instead of a drug dealer. And of course, this like happens at a party. I don't know. I guess I thought that was funny.
Come on, man. You're fucking with me.
I said I was fucking serious.
Okay. Why the crisis of conscience?
I feel like I need to make a positive impact. Maybe something with the environment. There's a lot of plastic in the oceans.
So you're gonna give up selling coke to pick out plastic from the oceans?
Didn't think you'd understand.
Fuck off with all your preachy bullshit.
I think someone needs a hug.
That's Julio Mateo. You might recognize him as Oliver from the first I'm Haunted movie.
You guys are fucking weird.
I think he just touched my bottom. Do you want me to call the police on him? No, it's okay.
Well, if anyone tries that again, they're gonna have to deal with me. Pastor Thompson showed me some moves.
Barry, stop it. You're setting a bad example.
I'm sorry. It just, when I see a man touch a woman in her bathing suit area, brings out the bad side of Barry Minkling.
Hey, you want to fight?
No?
Will you let me know if you change your mind?
Okay. Nobody's paying us any attention out here. Maybe we should go inside. Maybe it's the only way to get through to these people. We'll just have to stick together. Remember, the Lord is on our side. It's worse than I imagined.
Look, they're smoking a marijuana.
They're smoking a marijuana. Yeah, and this part here, of course, is it's just two guys passing and joint back and forth, but actually becomes important to the story because Adam Keefe there on the left, his character apparently hadn't smoked marijuana in a long time, and then he does right now, and all of a sudden his boss calls and says that they're having a surprise piss test in the morning. So the rest of his story in the movie is him trying to deal with that. But this is the part where he's like, sure, I may as well do it.
I never thought I'd see that in real life.
Drink? Sure.
No, Barry! There might have been alcohol in that.
Thanks for the save, Mary.
That's what friends are for, Barry.
I wonder what it tastes like.
That's for sinners to know and for you to never find out.
Yeah, these guys are ridiculous. I know it's a lot of people's favorite part of the movie.
I'm so glad you got my back, Mary.
And it's so funny too seeing Julie play this like super sweet religious person, because in most of the other movies, like in both Grotesques, she just plays like a super bitch.
Don't feel left out, Ariel.
So yeah, this that was Maya Molly there, and I remember this particular day the roads were horrible. There was just like blowing snow and ice everywhere, and it was hard driving. And I remember she was like super late just because trying to get out there because the roads weren't good. And I felt kind of bad because she just came all this way to only do this. She spins through the shot, kisses the guy on the cheek, and then then we send her home. So that's why. And then there's a few other. She was in a couple other short films I did where she didn't say anything. So I felt kind of bad, and I felt like that I owed her a bigger role. So that's why I ended up giving her the lead role in I'm Haunted 3, in which she did great.
Do I have AIDS now?
No, silly. Remember, Pastor Thompson said you need to be kissed twice out of wedlock to get AIDS.
I remember that was a debate too. I think I wrote that entire part, but after a while I was like, I think we should cut the second part and just have him say, "Do I have AIDS now?" and leave it at that. But Julie was like, "Nah, we should have the extra line in there too about getting kissed twice." So yeah, I guess I had to compromise on some things.
That's right.
What is that smell?
That smell is marijuana.
And that's I never found out his real name, but we just called him K Cortez. That was what's on his social media. And he's since moved away and haven't seen him since, but he was a hilarious part of this movie.
Strange man.
How can I not panic?
So yeah, here we're getting into Adam Keefe's story. I can't remember his character's name, but he's a very funny actor in Edmonton.
I don't smoke weed for 6 months, and then 20 minutes after I smoke a joint, my boss messages everyone and says they're piss testing us in the morning? If there's any time to panic, it's now.
Well, if you're going to panic, go outside the car and do it. You are killing my buzz.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, it says, depending on the amount consumed and the frequency of use, it can stay in your system anywhere from a few days to a month.
Fucking great. Is there any way the test can be beaten?
We're not cock-blocking Simon, dude. He's cock-blocking himself by being such a loser and going for a girl way out of his league.
There we have Jen Rep as the maybe porn star, maybe not a porn star, Kayla Cummings. And coincidentally, she's actually Adam Storschuk's niece. Adam Storschuk is a friend of mine who is the co-creator of Higher Universe and created a lot of the comic books that we did back in the day. And I remember him telling me that his niece was an actress, and I think I ended up meeting her when she auditioned for The Mustache, a short film that I wrote that was directed by Michael Charnay. So when it came time to do this, we cast her in this part.
Do you recognize her?
No?
I think that's Kayla Cummings.
Who the fuck's Kayla Cummings?
The porn star. What? Don't even try and tell me you've never watched porn. I've seen your search history.
Of course I watch it. I still know all the stars off by heart. It's probably not even her.
Why not, huh? Why can't my dreams come true just this once?
I mean, the kidneys are a sweet spot in a fight. You hit a guy there.
So we called this the Red Room for obvious reasons. This was the room where the entire movie of Cold Comfort took place, or most of the movie Cold Comfort. It's another story. Originally, all of Cold Comfort was supposed to be in one room, but we had to end up shooting some extra stuff. But in Cold Comfort, it was supposed to be the basement, but it's actually on the second floor. It's like this weird long room over top of the attic. And I can't remember how the decision came about to make it red. We just decided that somehow, and it's just a cool looking room that's pretty narrow, and it's got like a steepled roof like that, but it was like super long. I don't know what it was supposed to be used for, but we just thought it looked interesting, so we just filmed some scenes in there. There's a lot of this movie that we were just like, hey, where could we film this particular scene? And the house was so huge, we just look around and find somewhere interesting and film it there. But we did a few of the scenes here because it looks cool.
No matter how big he is, he goes down.
Wow.
And of course, all the windows are covered with garbage bags because the entire movie takes place at night, but we shot most of it in the day. So basically, any scene at night that had to be night outside, we would shoot at night. But if it was indoors, we would shoot during the day, and we just covered all the windows with garbage bags. So we even mentioned it at some point. One of the characters mentions, like, why are all the windows covered with garbage bags? Obviously, just to hide the fact that this is, middle of the afternoon. But that was just the way we chose to do it. I think it makes sense because you never find out, like, whose house this is. So I think people are just kind of, like, squatting there and using it as a party house. So it would make sense that maybe the windows were smashed out, so they just cover them up with bags.
You're so tough.
That makes you so hot.
Well, that's just how I roll. I'm gonna grab a beer. You guys want a drink?
No. We're gonna go slit our wrists.
Right on.
So here we have Jin Fedotov as the guy who comes and tries to give young Simon here some advice. I like how he just walks up and like sniffs him.
Women trouble? What? Come to me when you're ready for help.
You can't just ask someone for their urine.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
I doubt there's anyone here who isn't high. What are you looking for?
Something to piss in.
Will this work?
Yes. Now, let's go find my guardian angel. Can I have a sample of your urine?
Sorry, man. I smoked a joint earlier.
So we tried to stage it so that if you look in the background of like some of the scenes, like you'll see references building the stories for the other storylines. So here you have, I think Taylor's her name, Katrina Kunkel's character, where she's the horrible actress that's trying to prepare for this audition. So I think she's, reading her audition scene to some poor guy here and trying to get his like reaction to it.
I'm practically on my 2nd ounce of the night. Just smelling my piss would get you high.
You can't have my urine, but I'll gladly fill your cup with blood. Your blood.
I don't smoke weed ever.
So there on the right we have that couple there that I mentioned earlier about how they made up their own like ongoing storyline, and even though they were just extras.
Really? But I'm high as fuck on coke right now.
Are you trying to say my piss would fail a drug test? When I've only smoked 2 bowls? Like my fucking kidneys don't work or something?
Can I have your pee?
Sure, you can have my urine.
Really? You're clean?
I only smoked organic weed. No GMOs.
I think that that line, I don't think I wrote that. I think we made it up on the spot, and I never liked it, but other people thought it was funny, so we kept it in.
You better recycle that jar, or I'll fucking kill you.
I don't swear, smoke, drink, or do drugs. My body is my temple.
Oh my god, you're a fucking angel. Can you fill this up?
Sure, but I don't have to go right now.
In the background there, that's a poster for my comic book. At the time, it was called Stargirl, but I've since had to change the title just because of DC Comics Stargirl. When that show came out, it was just too popular, so I had to change the title. But there's a few of my comic book posters you see around this house.
I'll let you know when I do.
Kind of looks like her.
It exactly looks like her.
Yeah, but she has a tattoo. The girl in the video doesn't.
So this dialogue here, I actually like the scene. It's one of my favorite ones. I kind of stole this dialogue from another short film I did earlier. It never got finished. I think it's on IMDb because like the producer or someone like submitted it, and then the movie never got done. And I asked IMDb to take it down, and they wouldn't. But it was called Sacrificing a Virgin, and it was these like wannabe Satanist guys are trying to sacrifice a virgin to like manifest Satan, but then there starts to be some doubt of whether or not she's actually a virgin, and it turns into this big argument, and they just took this little bit of dialogue from that short film to add in here.
Maybe she got the tattoo after doing the video.
Yeah, but it was uploaded like 2 days ago. It couldn't have healed that fast.
It could have been filmed like a year ago and just uploaded 2 days ago.
If you really think it's her, go and ask her.
I will.
Up 30-something degrees, and it's just all about your breathing and like.
I feel like I would die.
Well, you would think that, but then you just find your center and like you could just.
You chickened out. What a surprise.
I think we need a better plan than just walking up to her and saying, "Hey, are you a porn star?"
Jesus was a little lamb who spread his word.
Yeah, so this here, I can't remember if that was always in the script. I think it was like I had him playing a song, and this is like the only song I've ever written. I actually just can't remember what tune or melody I set it to, but I just wrote the lyrics to this, and it's pretty ridiculous. And we actually used this exact song again in the end of I'm Haunted.
Across the land, he had a roving, had a beard, and a father in heaven who Satan feared.
Look.
Oh yeah, here we have the band scene. Yeah, that's Faisal on the left there. Him and I have a movie review podcast that we do on a different YouTube channel, and he's worked with me on a whole bunch of movies since. He's a filmmaker himself too. Did a movie called Give and Take. So this is I think this was originally going to be a longer storyline, but it ended up basically just being this one scene, and then it might have been like maybe referenced once later. But I kind of just broke all the rules with this. I kind of figured it didn't need to follow any real structure. It's more just random things happening, and some of them are connected together. But figured as long as it was funny, that it worked for me.
This is really hard for me to do, guys. But I've made a decision, and I'm quitting the band. Look, Mindy and I have been talking, and she thinks I'd do better off on my own.
You're quitting the band because your fucking girlfriend told you to?
No! Dude, you're the fucking bass player, all right? Since when has a bass player ever gone on to a successful solo career?
Now, obviously, that's not true, but I play bass myself, so that's why I frequently in my movies will just rip on bass players a little bit. Some guy actually called me out on it on a podcast. He's like, "What's your problem with bass players?" And I'm like, "Well, it's not real. I don't actually have a problem with them. I just figure since I am one that I can poke fun at them in a friendly way."
You can do it, all right? You don't even write music.
I write things all the time. You guys just never use any of my stuff.
Your songs are too industrial. They don't fit with our sound.
Whatever. I'm done. I'm out, all right? Lately, I don't even feel like one of the guys anymore.
What?
You guys went and got that fucking house, and you didn't want me there?
Dude, we just didn't want your fucking girlfriend living there, man.
Listen, Mindy and I are a package, all right?
Then go start a band with her.
You know what? That's what I'm doing. You guys can laugh, but we're gonna be way more successful than you guys.
Just out of curiosity, what's her part in the band?
She's singing.
Oh my God.
She's good, all right? She's
For
really good.
Oh, shit. All right. Okay. And so what kind of music are you guys going to write?
Country. Look, all right? We'll see in a year later who has a more successful band.
I've always, in the back of my mind, kind of been planning a Hotbox 2, and I'm just trying to, it's kind of hard because like so many of the actors have like moved away or something, but one of the storylines was going to be that Faisal's character here, he's in a country band and he's like playing this like big upright bass with his country singing girlfriend, and then at the end he decides to come back to this band because he's like, my heart's in rock and roll, or something like that. But whether or not that'll ever happen is a different matter.
All right, suck. Fuck you guys.
Hey, that chick can't get high from just breathing in all the smoke in here, can she?
No, internet says that's impossible.
No straws. They wind up in the ocean up turtles' noses. Have some respect for Mother Earth.
See, I remember this house actually had like nothing in it. It was just empty. There was no furniture. So we basically put out like an ad on Facebook and other platforms asking anyone if they had furniture they could donate or they wanted to get rid of. It's like, we'll basically take your furniture away, and if you'll let us use it, and we'll use it for this movie and then drive it to the dump after, which is what we did. We had a few people, including myself, that donated couches and chairs that we took home after. So we decorated the whole house using all this free stuff, and then Sam Au, one of our co-producers, had this big truck that we used to transport everything to the dump when we were done. And then we had the pizza box there. We had some pizza company in Edmonton that was generous enough to let us have a whole bunch of empty boxes. So and then we just asked everyone we knew to like keep all your empty bottles and cans for like a month, and then we went around, gathered them all to put them around here, and this big plastic thing, I don't even know what the hell that is. And then of course we just had cups and plates and other stuff that we just piled around to make it look like people were partying here.
Yeah, that sucks. Pretty lucky I don't have to work tomorrow.
Seriously, you're so lucky.
Yeah, sleeping, audition in the afternoon.
Oh, what for?
anything.
Okay.
Crazy.
Okay.
Trying to.
Oh yeah, I forgot that line was in there. That was like a hint that like maybe she is a porn star.
Well, you're gonna get it. Do you know him?
She totally looked. Yeah, because you shouted a random name like 2 feet from her.
Shit.
Why do you care so much? You think just because she's a porn star she'll fuck you?
That's not my reason.
Sure it's not.
You don't understand the industry.
Well, you do.
I know more than you. It's been my lifelong dream to meet a porn star. Maybe we just need a new approach. Some sort of pickup line.
And I remember it being like freezing cold a lot in this garage too. So we had heaters. We had a bunch of people bring different heaters. So we had them like all over this room, just blasting heat. And everyone, like while we were filming, would just like congregate around the heaters.
So, with this girl, Lacey. Right, Lacey. What you're gonna do is pretend like you're not interested. Pretend like you don't even notice her. Chicks love that kind of thing. They want what they can't have.
How is ignoring her gonna work? She barely knows who I am anyways.
We'll work on that. The important thing is not to be desperate. You gotta look like you got your own shit going on and you don't need her.
I don't have my own shit going on.
Can you just chill out? Here, have some, I insist.
We just filmed a bunch of these random things outside, like that one earlier with Lindsay Christopher yelling at that guy, and I think we just set the camera up here, and then we just made up a bunch of them, and I can't remember. A few of them made it into the movie, a few didn't, but there was a few scenes here that we just made it up as we went along.